Hi. I definitely was about to skip this dialogue, but something about it made me think that maybe this dialogue we should go through. I'm glad you're here. My mind could use a distraction. Why not head to the carnival if you need a distraction? Because I have no capacity for childish games, but at least the citizens enjoy it. Zyla suggested it would raise spirits here. Monster folk are downtrodden people, so my father made the call. In actuality, I would prefer to have barracks, and barracks of fighters to protect our city. Maybe we will one day. Security is important, but so is having fun. He hates fun? Kill me now. Whatever it takes, just kill me now. Of course you think so. You're still an outsider, completely ignorant of my people's history. Darius, as the Prince of Withergate, are you dating anyone? Oh, that caught me off guard. I never know what to expect from you. In fact, I have no romantic involvement right now. I'm very much open to the idea, though. I'm surprised you don't already have someone at your side. My father has tried to arrange my relationships before, but they never ended well. I much prefer to make those decisions on my own. Interesting. I thought that was going to be a date trigger, but it was not. It was just a trigger for me. Well. I've come to truly enjoy your presence. Strange, since you're merely a farmer. The more I get to know you, the more you already sound like a king. I hope that isn't a surprise I hear in your voice. Don't forget who you're talking to. Royalty is in my blood. Perhaps you need to spend some personal time with me to better understand that. Now it makes sense. Now I'm understanding why people like Darius. Okay. I would love that, I guess. As I am aware, you will meet me by the Carnival Ferris wheel tomorrow at 5 p.m. Do not make me wait around. Okay. And the wheels have turned. I see it. Alright, we've gone earbud mode. And let's date. Excellent. You're here. Come with me. God, these earbuds are like ear rape. Alright. I must admit this is an unusual situation for me. I've been on very few romantic dates in my time, believe it or not. There simply aren't many people that can match me. I consider myself lucky to have found someone of value, like yourself, to spend time with. Do I really have to read these out loud? I'm the one who's lucky, my prince. I'm honored to be your guest. You're more than my guest. You're my companion. Having you atop the castle with me, with all of Withergate sprawled before us, I feel invincible. You might as well be invincible here. I'm intoxicated by the feeling. I never thought Withergate would grow to this scale. I also never thought I would be seen on a date with a farmer. Well, you have me here all to yourself, a position few people have ever found themselves in. Isn't there anything you'd like to know? We only get one option. How do you feel about your father? Damn, we're going straight into childhood trauma territory. Here we go. I should have known you wouldn't hold back. I appreciate that about you. My relationship with my father is complex. He has done wonderful work getting Withergate up and running, although he no longer feels necessary. Father enjoys the city, but has no mind to expand it. If you're asking me, I say it's time for a change of leadership so Withergate can grow even larger. That ambition will guide you to your future success. I was always told that my ambition was my strongest trait. I can even see Withergate with lights stretching into the dark horizon. Whatever happens in the future with Withergate or with me, I'd like to think I have people I can trust by my side. People like Zyla and Cordelia, but most of all, you feel the same way about you. My family has seen the rise and fall of many rulers in our time. Angels, elves, humans. History is littered with those who seize power only to lose it. I see a promising future for us. If we're lucky, tonight will be the first step on the road to a powerful union. I'd be lucky to share a future with you. Luck has nothing to do with it. When you're royalty, you make your own luck. He has kind of a cute smile, alright. Unfortunately, I must end our engagement, as I have a prior commitment. Thank you. This was the most fun I've had in a long while. I had fun too. Not as miserable as the dialogue cycles. I'll see you on the next one. With Vaughn, I realized that a lot of my feelings about him had to do with the dialogue cycles that I don't normally record. So I figured I'd record them just in case I feel like I need them to prove a point. Have you considered a change of profession? You are too fine a person to be digging in dirt. I mean, we're gonna go through both these, right? You never told me, what kind of work do you do with your father? Look, I'm gonna tell you something that you have to keep quiet. If I learn you've spoken of this to anyone, you can consider yourself exiled from Withergate. My father does very little work. He once worked tirelessly, but now that Withergate is finished, he sits back and lets me handle everything. He calls it training. I find it infuriating. Because your name is not attached to it? I thought you wanted to rule Withergate? That doesn't seem fair at all. Fairness doesn't matter. He's both my father and my king. While he holds the throne, I have to respect him as both. Okay, if you weren't royalty, what job would you have? That's something I've never pondered. Who knows? You're a farmer and one with class. Perhaps I could have been like you. A farmer? I don't see it. Oh, you think yourself so competent. I'm certain I can till land and raise crops just as well as any farmer. Better, even. I guess that makes sense. I feel like one of Darius's core character traits is that he needs to be the best. So when he sees me being a farmer and doing quite well, I could see him looking at me and being like, I think farmers are below me, but if I were a farmer, I would be the best farmer, right? Do you want to ask Darius to date you? Yeah. You think you're worthy of dating me? Such boldness should be rewarded. Very well, I will be your boyfriend. Okay, let's explore Darius's room, shall we? I don't think he has a lore book. Unfortunately, this must be Darius's crown. He's covered in dust. This is the sort of plant you'd expect to find in Darius's personal chambers, really. The magazine is open to a page featuring an article by someone named the Savvy Swordsman. They've ranked swords from worst to best. Copper sword, iron sword, adamant sword, mithril sword, sunite sword. Okay. This magazine has a page full of glittering diamond. Oh, it's just stuff he likes. Okay, alright. I don't need to read through all the things he likes. Bust, an accurate likeness of the Demon Prince, littered with drafts of royal decrees and blueprints for future city expansion. One day that will be glittering, but today is not that day. Free of soot, Darius must not use it very often. I think this photo is so funny. Darius in full military colors and medals. He looks rather proud to be displaying the might of Withergate. Ooh, baby, it's date time again. My trusted companion, I'm always glad to see you. You distract me from daily troubles. I feel close to you too. What a weird thing to say. I'm glad to see you. I feel close to you too. That's such an unrealistic response. Then I should take you out for a night. Surely your answer must be yes. Interesting here that we're not getting the side of Darius that's like, then you will be in my presence at 5 p.m. We're getting, I should take you out. Darius asking what we want? Appreciate that. I would love to. Excellent. You shall meet me outside the apartment building tomorrow at 5 p.m. Okay, I take back what I said. Would that I could meet you sooner. What? Would that I could meet you sooner, though my duties must be taken care of first. This must be a typo, right? Like, there's no way anyone would put these words next to each other like this. I'll see you there. Hello, Darius. I feel like when they made this game, they were like, we need the guy from 50 Shades of Grey. Let's make Darius. Tonight, I want to show you my private room. I'll take you there when you're ready. I'm ready. Oh, it's the red room. Okay. This is where the Prince of Withergate rests his head. Isn't it amazing? Why is your crown hanging on the wall? Oh yeah, the dusty crown. It's not hanging on the wall. I wonder if it was supposed to be originally. Probably. Oh, that. I choose not to wear it. I prefer the natural crown I was born with. You could wear both. They would both fit, right? Like the crown would fit in the middle? You were born with beautiful horns. He liked the horn compliment. Thank you. I'm glad that I can trust you with my candid thoughts without fear of teasing. Is he insecure? The truth of the matter is, and this is not easy for me to say, I'm not so sure I deserve the crown. What? Didn't you tell me it was time for Withergate to have a change in leadership? I did, and I believe that to be true. I just don't know if I'm the one who should take up the mantle. No. No, this doesn't fit. This doesn't go with anything he said before. His entire personality up to this point has been like, I need to be number one. I should be at the top. My father does nothing. I do all the work. And now all of a sudden he's like, but maybe it shouldn't be me. If it was a false front, it didn't look like a false front. So it's not like he was peacocking. They just all of a sudden decided that he should have some vulnerability and they wrote this. Okay. So let's not compare him to his father, because that sounds like a recipe for disaster. But you're Darius, the demon prince of Withergate. Oh, he didn't like that. He wanted to be compared to his father? Oh my god. I know who I am. There's no need to repeat redundant details like a parrot. I hate him. Guys, I hate him. I think it will take time, but for now I'm simply not ready to wear the crown. Huh? What? When the time is right, you'll know. Thank you. I want, no need you by my side. It's dialogues like these and I'm like, okay, this is why people like him. This is why he's so popular. I get it. He's very heavy-handed on having you as part of his life, which I don't think you get from other characters. I think other characters give you the, my life is so much better because of you, not you should be close to me. It has a stronger pull because it feels like we're like more important, we're more vital to Darius than the other characters. Once we leave, we'll have felt like we already improved the other NPC's life. We don't feel like we have an active role in their happiness as much. I mean, you do and you don't, but with Darius saying like, I really need you, it feels more like it's important for us to be in his life. I can actually really understand why people would like that feeling with Darius. I need you too. Of course you do. We'll be unstoppable together. Withergate will know an era of prosperity never known before. It grows so late, so quickly. I have to bid you farewell. Tonight has been unlike any other. I gotta say, it's not my favorite that, especially with Darius, they end the date saying, this was fun. I would much prefer he ends the date saying like, wow, it was so meaningful to talk to you. Like it meant so much to me to talk to you. Versus like, I know they all try to end being like, this was super fun. It's not fun. It is fun, but it's not like we hung out to have fun. We hung out, talked about some stuff that was very personal to us, and now we need to go home. Like this, it should not be, it was fun. It should be like, yeah, that was really impactful. Like, yeah, I'm glad we got close. Like, I just, the fun angle, especially in the first date too, where he was just like talking about his father. Like, I do not like that we're ending this saying like, that was fun, then farewell until I see you again. I was sitting here cutting down trees thinking about Darius, as one does. I think I have figured out what I would expect his insecurity to be, because it seems so strange to me that he was like, hey, I'm insecure about becoming leader. If I were to write Darius, his insecurity would not be with his father. His insecurity would be like, I want to become king, but I feel like I'm kind of crushing everyone on my way there. I feel like I'm cutting trees inside the snackoon. Okay, just scooch the snackoon, I guess. The insecurity would be like, I feel like I'm kind of making people hate me on the way. Like, I feel like his insecurity would be with friendships, right? Wouldn't that be such an incredible arc for Darius? Instead of sitting there and being like, I just don't think I'm good enough to be king. Imagine if the second date was him being like, I just sometimes, like, I know I need to be at the top. I know I need to be number one, but I just feel like I'm ruining everyone close to me by pushing that agenda. And I just wish I could, you know, be closer to people, make more people happy. I wish I wasn't just like crushing everyone all the time. And then eventually he like gets to a point where he can like bring more people into his like kingship, and then he kind of has like a bigger court with more people on it, and people don't feel like they're disrespected by him as much. He's able to like kind of catch himself in those moments of like, I need to be the best and it's all about me, and like more people appreciate him as like someone who wants to make the city better instead of someone who just needs to be at the top. Like, God, wouldn't that be an incredible arc? But instead we got, I don't think I should be king. Like, yes you do. You obviously do. There's been no leakage of insecurity from him except on that date. If there was other moments where he was like, yes, my father is king and I will be king too, you'd be like, oh, that's it? That's how you're feeling about it? You're not gonna like elaborate on that? Fair enough. Instead, we just got like him being like, I need to be the best. But now I'm thinking that everything I've said is a lie. And you're like, what? How? Why? God, I just imagine if he had a different arc. It's such a tragedy. I have something for you. This royal heirloom will make you undefeatable. Will you take it as a gift from me? A gift for me? And what do people say about us? Oh, the previous dialogue was like, people in Withergate like to talk. I'm glad that you're awesome, so that people talk well about us. Yes, a gift for you. You deserve it, which is why you now have it. As for your second question, semicolon, wow. Hold on. There's two crimes happening here. The first crime is that this is a typo. The second crime is that this is not the correct use of a semicolon. When you use a semicolon, you're supposed to have two complete thoughts on either side of it that kind of complement each other, that can link together. You wouldn't say like, as for your second question, period, right? So it's not the correct use of a semicolon, but I respect the creativeness, okay? They talk because I am the prince. Let them. What have they got to say? I know it's unfamiliar to you, but you belong to an exalted class now. You're above the common folk, one of the elites. The heirloom you possess verifies that. We are unstoppable together, my prince. The legacy we create shall be unprecedented, yes. This is a new era of power in Withergate. My man's obsessed with era. And now let me see your heirloom. Oh, this is cool. What? I love the art on this. I love it so much. Oh, and his heirloom is actually insanely good? So Donovan's stuff, like, you know, I've been through a lot of romanceables since Donovan, but his move speed stats are just like top tier. Darius is also like really good. 10 tickets per day, 100 gold per day. 5 defense, 10 health. 100 gold per day. Not bad. Like early game, this pretty solid. I'm realizing now, as I'm like getting ready for the third date, that I don't think there are too many RNPCs who are just like friends with everyone. Like they're all kind of loners in their own way. Maybe June is friends with everyone. Maybe Liam is that way. I haven't played Liam. Lucia. Maybe I've just been playing loners. You may stay, though I must apologize. There's no place to sit. I don't often entertain guests in my chambers. Why don't you? Nothing. Well, I met you. Don't give me that look. Do you know what our enemies would do if they heard this? Nothing. Well, I don't know what the right answer is. Help, what's the right answer? You like me that much, or wow, I must be pretty special. I'm gonna go with this one, although there's a good chance he'll be like, don't get too ahead of yourself, commoner. It was right. You are precious to me. I'm glad you've had the strength and the beauty to come to me. I'd do anything for you. Come, I have something for you. Okay. He also gets the romance novel. Third date. Good for you, Darius. I'll love you and I'll make you mine forever. Yep, that's the appeal. That's that Darius appeal. I see it. You and Darius share a few moments, some quiet and some loud. But you decide to leave before it gets too late. I can see the way that people like Darius so much because he really is like one of the only RNPCs so far that makes you really invested in staying with him. Like, I just feel like so many of the other RNPCs are so casually kind about you that they're like, this is so great, I'm so happy to be with you, this is wonderful, like life is good right now, everything in life feels nice, I'm happy, I'm really happy. Darius doesn't really give that. Instead, he's like, I need you here with me. It's so important that you're here. And so you really do get the sense of like, you are needed in Darius's life, and like you matter so much more because there's that need from him. Like everyone wants to feel needed, right? So Darius does a really good job of conveying that compared to the other NPCs. So I really am seeing now why so many people like Darius so much. It makes a lot of sense. So let's marry him, right? My sweet, you're radiant as ever in tonight's darkness. I never knew you to be so sweet. I put on a strong front for the people, as a prince must, but you're not people. I want to be authentic with you. I like this authentic version of you. Of course you do, but don't go and spread rumors about me. I need to maintain my public presence after all. I don't understand how that does not align with his public perception. Like, I value you, and you're like, oh, God, if people knew you value me, that would be such a problem. Like, I don't feel like that really goes against Darius. It's time I asked, is there a story behind your sword? It's a big sword. This sword, yes indeed, but I don't know how you'll feel about it. Oh, do tell. When demons reach the end of their life, their bodies become as stone. The stone is different for each demon, but stronger demons make harder stone. When my grandfather passed, his last wish was to continue serving his people. Then he became a hard, shining red stone, almost like a glass. That's this stone? We forged my grandfather into this sword. Oh, no, it's the whole thing. Okay. He is always with me as my protector. That's pretty cool, actually. I think so too. In fact, I want the same thing for myself one day. One day in the far, far future, of course. Wait, I really like that backstory. What the hell? That's actually, like, very cool in my opinion. Probably should have tried to give him the engagement ring, but I got distracted by his massive sword. I'm a new man. It's been a long time since I felt so fearless. You do seem to have a new energy about you. I'm certain this strength is coming from you. Thank you for being my support. You make me feel, frankly, invincible. Interesting. Together, we are invincible. Ha! You've captured my heart. Nobody in the city, or in this world for that matter, has such influence over me as you have. For that, I feel blessed. Like dragon blessed, or like colloquially blessed? When was the last time you felt this good? It's such a weird conversation. Why, it must have been when I was only a boy. My swearing in as royal prince, I remember so clearly. The castle was filled with demons from all across the land who came to pay respects to me. The crown settled on my head, and at the same time, every person in the hall bent their knees to me. That kind of power sounds intoxicating. Patience. One day a crown will be settled onto your fine head, and you will receive the same honor. Right, so this is what I'm saying, is like he's on such a power trip all the time. Why is his arc insecurity? Why? Why couldn't his arc be, but I'm crushing everyone on my way there? Imagine if I made people like me on my way there instead of just demolishing them. Imagine if I had more friends. Just like, I'm so mad about this. Okay, let's give him the engagement ring. It's about time you asked. I was growing impatient, but now you can take your proper place by the side of Withergate's future king. That is to say, I'll accept your proposal. I'll have some lackeys set up a ceremony tomorrow in your human town. Be there at 4 p.m. and don't keep me waiting. Kissu. Darius' wedding ring. It's pretty awesome looking, honestly. 5 attack damage, 250 gold per day, 25 tickets per day. If you look at where I'm at in the game, I'm not really concerned about the 250 gold per day and the 25 tickets per day, but if you're just starting a game, these are some good stats, you know? This is a cool room. Man, a lot of the characters just have such cool designs. Some of the characters kind of got screwed. Like, I feel like Donovan's room, Ornhardt's room, those are like pretty bad. This is so cool, right? So far, Darius has been the easiest, fastest romance. It's just luck. It's all luck, but I'm so grateful for it. I have a request, my dear. My dear. Feels out of place for Darius. Anyway, what is it? A moon cream pie. I've business to take care of, or else I would get it myself. I was hoping you might help me. Of course, my love. I don't know how to get this. Okay. Excellent. I can truly count on you. I hope you realize how important that is. Alright, it's not so bad. Moon cream pie. Here it is. It's at the dessert stall. And here you are, right on time. Thank you, my dearest. This is just what I needed to take my mind off my stresses. Who says it like that? Wouldn't you expect this to say, get my mind off the stress? The stress? Like, off my stress? Off of my stresses. Happy to help. Give me that HP. I'm eager to rule with you by my side one day. The future has never looked so dark. I like that turn of phrase. Don't you mean bright? I said what I meant. I winced at the thought of a bright future. Of course, I understand you live your life in the sunlight, but one day you will join us in beautiful darkness. I can't wait for that day. Neither can I. My father has many years yet to rule, however. In the meantime, let us simply enjoy each other's company. And the power of a prince, of course. Let us simply enjoy each other's company and the power of a prince, of course. The language is a little choppy. Do you think I'll be welcomed by the citizens? You will be welcomed, I'll make sure of it. Anyone who dares criticize you will answer to me. And trust me, it takes one strong example for a whole city to learn a lesson. Can't wait to wield power like yours. Patience, my love. You have to learn how to use it first. Of course, your teacher is well versed in the different uses of power. We're about to get hit with some serious Darius insult, so I hope you enjoyed that little my love, my dearest portion. Hold on to it. It's about to be completely disintegrated. What's this? Some sort of drink? Let's see if you've remembered my favorite flavor, my love. Savor this. Darius drinks the potion, forgets everything about your marriage. That was absolutely terrible. You would be warming a dungeon cell for that affront to my taste, but I have a more pressing matter to attend to. Someone put a strange ring on my finger. I'm not sure if it was some sort of joke, but I will find who did it. Not as bad as I thought. I definitely thought we were gonna get like a intense insult there, but we didn't. So I consider that a win. And now there's only the matter of the ring. It's a good ring, I just don't need it. This ring was meant to stay with you forevermore. Was I a fool to trust you? Was I fool? Am I fool? My pleasure. Darius? My pleasure. Okay, not nearly as bad as of a guilt trip as I thought we were gonna get. I thought we were gonna get Darius to be like, you ignorant peasant. I can't believe that you would be so stupid as to try and give me my ring back, blah 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 blah, right? But he wasn't. He was just like, maybe I'm dumb. Which is something I never thought I'd hear Darius say, so interesting. Anyway, next on the list is Lucia, actually. So this should be a fun one, and then this may hit right up against patch 1.2 with the new RNPCs, I'm hoping. But we'll see, because the second that patch drops, I'm dropping everything to see what's going on with those RNPCs. Thank you for watching, thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope you have a great rest of your morning, day, evening, whatever it is. I hope it's wonderful. Bye everyone!